Hello guys, this is Catboy from Matthews Games and Clocks. And today, you know how I love clocks, right? You know how I love clocks, right? Well, I got a collection. Like a giant collection, but not like a little giant collection, but just a little big collection. So, my collection is over there. So I'm going to show you all of them, but we're going to leave the grandfather clocks as last after the not grandfather clocks because my grandfather clocks is the best part. Okay? So let's start. The first little clock we got here is this wall clock right here. Yep. And if you hold it, it looks the same. So let me show you the chime. Bong. Let's hear it again at 2. You heard that, right? Alright. So the next clock is this another wall clock. Yep. It works well. Well, the first time I got it, it wasn't working, but here it is. Let me introduce you the chime. Yep. Alright. The next clock we have here is this my first homemade wall clock. Yeah. Yep, now let me show you a closer look at it. Come on. There. Now let me introduce you the chime. Yeah, it goes a little bit chime very fast. So, next clock we got here is a Korean wall clock. Yep, let me show you a closer look at it. Oh, it's upside down. Yeah. Let me introduce you to chime. Yep. Oh wait, it chimes very, very fast. Let me introduce you. After when it's about to get to 12 o'clock. Alright, it's almost saying 12 o'clock. It's time to introduce you how fast it chimes. Bong, 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 bong.
That's pretty fast.
Yes, so the next clock we got here is another Korean wall clock, a second homemade Korean wall clock that I made, but that very chimes very loud with a spring. So let me show you like a closer look at it, like next to the camera. Yeah. Now let me introduce you to chime. Yep. Alright. Alright, the next clock we got here is my first homemade mantle clock. Let me show you a closer look at it. I don't know if you cannot see the numbers because it's blurry. And the reason why it says ST because I cut it off of a paper. All of these clocks and these are supposed to be from the paper. But anyways, it chimes a little bit slow with a chime rod. Yeah, so that's that. The next clock we got here is my third homemade pendulum clock. Let me interest you. Well, the ticking doesn't work on that, but I'll fix it on the second episode. So, that worked, but the chime still works. Just chimes on a chime rod, and like just slow. Like not that much slow. Oh, I think it needs winding. Yep. Alright, 3 more before the grandfather clocks. The next clock we got here is a pendulum see-through mantle clock. I made that because I thought I'll be more creative. That one works. Let me just show you a closer look. You may not see the numbers, but they're just actual numbers, not Roman numerals. The pendulum does work. It just needs a little bit winding, but thank God I already wound up the chimes before this video started.
Sweetheart, I've finished my work. Oh, sorry, you're videoing.
Yeah,
Sorry, honey.
that's okay. I'll call you when I'm done.
Okay.
As I was saying, that was just my mother talking. As I was saying, this one, let's see the chime. Yep, it's chime rod. 2 more before the grandfather clocks. The next clock we got here is my 4th homemade wall clock. I made a few grandfather clocks there too. Here is a clock that just only has lines as numbers. It does work. Because listen. And let me interest you the chime. Yep. Right, the last clock before the grandfather clocks is what they used to call a... You know what? It's a gingerbread kitchen clock. Let me interest you. It just only has lines as numbers. Yep. So, let me interest you the chime at 2. Time for the grandfather clocks. The first grandfather clock we got here, this was actually my first grandfather clock. Yep, I got on Easter. So, this first one comes with numbers. Just, you cannot see them, they are blurry. So, let me interest you the chime. Yep. Alright, second grandfather clock we got here is the first homemade grandfather clock, which I used to call the first homemade grandfather clock. It works well like the other grandfather clock. Yep. And let me introduce you to chime. Yeah, that used to chime. Yeah, it chimed it very, 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 very fast when the last time I made it. So, yeah. The first grandfather clock we have here is what I used to call the world's teeny tiny grandfather clock. You might not see it, so I'm just going to image erase you. I don't know what time it's saying because it's too small, but I'll just pretend that it's on my last favorite number, 7. So, let me introduce you to chime. Yep. Alright, the fourth grandfather clock we have here is my second homemade, is a Howard Miller grandfather clock I got from the Howard Miller grandfather clock store in Benton. But yeah, it does chime. Let me show you a closer look at it. It's almost saying 4. Yep. Let me introduce you to chime. Yep. The fifth grandfather clock we have in my collection is what I used to call a Bim Bam grandfather clock. This was the first Bim Bam grandfather clock I had. Now, let me show you a closer look. Yeah. Let me introduce you to the chime. That's 7 times. Oh, there we go. Okay. The next grandfather clock we have here is what I used to call the Howard Miller shutdown grandfather clock. Let me show you a little bit closer. I can tell because the reason why it's called Westminster is because it has 3 weights. See? I'm doing this closely because I have a feeling that you might not see them well. Anyways, let me show you the chime. It has different chimes, but I'll show you another chime on episode 2. So for now, Westminster. Last chime. That's 9 times. Alright, we only got 4 more grandfather clocks left. The next clock we got here is my second Bim Bam grandfather clock. Let me show you a closer look. Yeah, it has numbers. Anyways, let me show you the chime. Booyah. Alright, the next clock we got here is, you know what? It's my world's favorite grandfather clock. So, let me show you a closer look at it. Yeah. Anyways, let me show you the chime. Yeah, it chimes for a bell. Let me show you on 6 o'clock. That's 6 times. 2 more to go. Here is my third Big Ben grandfather clock with a beehive shaped. I think it's a grave shaped, but mommy said that it's called just a beehive. Let me show you a closer look at it. Yeah. Alright, so I might have to go quickly because this video is starting to get too long. It's almost about reached to 17 minutes. Yep. The last clock we got in our collection is the new grandfather clock I got from my best friend, Lemmy. And let me show you a closer look because this video is already past 17 minutes. Yep. Anyways, let me show you the chime because that is my favorite chime ever. Time to hear it strike 2. Yep. I hope you enjoyed my clock collection. If you want to see more of my clock collection videos, smash Matthew's channel like button, hit the subscribe, and comment the best thing you really love about this video. And anyways, this video's at 18 minutes, so bye, and hopefully you get your new clocks.